Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my bedroom because, like all of you, I am on quarantine. We are social distancing, so I'm home all the time. I had to escape to my bedroom to escape my noisy kids as well. I wanted to send a video this week for client support, and I am going to be making client calls and Marco Polos tomorrow as well, but I wanted to kind of give you a heads up because I know that our time is super valuable. So this week, our habit of the week is all out of our life book, which they always are. But if you don't have your copy of the life book, you need to get it. I would add it to your next order. It's so good. And this week we're focusing on element 7. And it's all about creating, I'm going to list that, creating a new leptogenic world, or a world that is going to be conducive to our goals. And we've talked about our environment before, but this is super important because now Dr. A is really teaching us how to make our environments a place where we can thrive. So I wanted to read a quote from him really quick, and it's about willpower. Because a lot of us think that we can be successful based on just our willpower, that, oh, I don't have to have that and my willpower is going to get me through. Well, if you push for a really long time and you rely solely on your willpower, it starts to kind of deplete, and it's just like a battery. You have to recharge that. You have to recharge your gears so you can keep making those decisions. So this is an interesting quote that he talks about. It's at the very beginning of this element. He says, most people think they make poor choices and they gain weight because they lack willpower. They feel low and run to the food for comfort. Okay. But if you only bought healthy food at the grocery store and it's not close at hand, you can instead use stop, challenge, and without any temptation, choose something healthy or eat an activity or do an activity on your health plan. Over the last several years, we've discovered that willpower is not something you have done or don't, but have a resource that becomes depleted, and just like a battery, it can be recharged. So we want to make sure that we're creating an environment where we do not have to rely solely on willpower. We can rely on the resources and the things that are around us. So, for instance, he talks about all different areas of our life that we can change, but changing what's in your pantry, changing what's in your freezer. So you don't always have to open the freezer and see ice cream, or open the pantry and see cookies, or whatever it is that your trigger, or that, some of those hard decisions are. We eliminate those. So he talks about preparing ourselves to be successful and setting ourselves up for that success. And I really think it's super important. So I would take a look at this element number 7. If you haven't yet, he gives you some ideas to do. He gives you like action steps, like what to take out of your freezer, what to put in. And obviously, we're all on quarantine. We're all in a little bit of a restricted time right now. But chances are, while you're stuck at home, you're going to be more tempted. That's how I feel. I feel like when I'm stuck at home with my kids, I'm more tempted to eat the treats and to go off of my plan and to, make decisions that aren't necessarily towards my goal. It's a little bit harder. So we want to set you up for success. I would love to chat with you tomorrow. I would love to hear how you're doing and make sure that you're doing emotionally, doing okay. I know this is a really tough time emotionally, and, as far as our stress goes, I feel like my stress is really elevated. My emotions are all over the place. And that's normal, and it's okay to have that, but we don't want to sit in that forever. So I'm here to help. If you would just message me back a time that works for you tomorrow. I'm trying to get most of my calls in the morning. It's my mom's birthday, and we have a fun little surprise, social distancing surprise planned for her. But I'm trying to get my calls done between 9 Mountain Time and 12 Mountain Time. So in that 3-hour window. So just let me know what works for you. We can, if you don't use Marco Polo and with me and you want to, then feel free to set that up. I use it with a handful of clients and it's pretty awesome. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.